They began as classmates, at least by NBA standards. They have absorbed our nation's anthem, both as adversaries and as allies. They have squared off in unforgettable skirmishes.
And here's Wade over Ilgauskas. How is he doing this? James comes back with a three. Oh, my. You believe this game?
And collaborated on the most memorable of finishes.
There he goes. Oh, the house of highlights.
Their careers, filled with accolades and accomplishments, are forever intertwined, though each could stand with remarkable resilience and brilliance in its own light. The greatness of their pairing lay in the same simple ingredients that define the legacy of ageless adversaries who came before them: a love of competition. It was increased and incentivized by the presence of one for the other. Standing together or in opposition, they have unquestionably stood out.
And so tonight, for one last time, the respect remains, the bond continues, and the rivalry resumes.
James and Dwayne Wade. April Fool's Day, 2006, both go for 40 each, have 9 dimes as well. The Heat went on to win the title for the first time a couple months later. Just under 3 years later, double 40 spots, LBJ, edge in scoring and boards, but Wade with more assists, and how about 7 steals? Mr. Wade, Mr. James, that was then and this is now. What do you have?
Kobe retired, and the last time I got an opportunity to play against him in LA, I savored that moment. I even waited on his press conference and everything he had to do after the game just to stay in the locker room and spend time with him, and because I savored it. And it'll be the same thing, with Bron. I think I'll savor this. We both will. We've had some amazing moments versus each other as competitors, but we obviously had some great moments as teammates. And we're going to be friends forever, but, this is the last time we would play basketball versus each other.
Just our journey together. We both came in the league 16 years ago, and to see it come to an end as far as us playing either alongside one another or against each other coming to an end tonight is definitely a lot of emotions going into the game.
Today we're celebrating the legacy of a great player and a guy that set the standard very high for players to come back up under him, and that is this man, Dwayne Wade. That's right, they shared the same draft class. These two brothers, you might remember them from Banana Boat fame, here giving each other a little bit of love before their last game against each other. And JaVale McGee, he's just going to welcome anybody inside and say, I'm blocking the shot to get it out to LeBron for the fast break, trying to increase the pace of this game already.
Yeah, and then LeBron comes back and he gives him the Smitty to the baseline for the
Smitty!
Yeah.
Help!
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Look at Steve with
Smitty got it with 2 hands.
Steve.
Yeah.
There you go, right. Do it for Detroit right there. Yeah, LeBron still attacking LA up 25-17, and D. Wade is going to show us he can still get others involved and facilitate, K-Mac.
He's a basketball player. He can score. He does everything. He's a great shot blocker. Just a great player. It's just fun to see him still having the ability to go out there and play at a high level. And again, LeBron was putting on a show there for a while tonight with his dunking, and the Lakers' ability to again turn defense into offense. I liked it when they're running and pushing the ball.
Yeah, definitely. And Ball likes that too, getting some easy buckets. He had 10 points. And these might be Dwayne Wade's most famous shot, whether he's standing up or hitting the floor, and that's that little floater of his.
Yeah, I mean, he developed that early on in his career. We watched him win a championship in Dallas with it when Miami went down and he averaged, I think, 40 points in the finals.
Oh.
This was Dwayne Wade at his best.
Wow, Dwayne Wade hits the tough runner right here, the floater showing he can still get to it and crash and hit the ground with the best of them. His name was Flash, but it could have been Crash too, because he used to crash everywhere. LeBron attacking the basket with the dunk and then saying, hey, I got fouled. Nobody saw that as he hits the deep three. LeBron finished with 28 points, 12 assists, 9 rebounds, and little junk talking, making sure that he has a little fun with this boy as he tries to put the game away late with 2 big clutch free throws. Miami's going to try to get the shot, Isaiah, but unfortunately, they don't get the best look.
And this is the way you want to see it end. LeBron James against Dwayne Wade. Wade couldn't make the shot, but when you talk about two brothers that have been great examples for all games.
Flagrant foul.
Look at the love that they show each other. That's what it's all about.
Oh, man, they take off the jerseys. They signing for each other. It's really good seeing those brothers on the court. And who knows, one day we may see their sons going up against each other on the court. And our man 3D, he better get a special players only, a holiday edition with two greats on the court like this. He caught up with both guys after the game.
16 years, guys. Y'all come in together. You go down to the wire in a game like this. LeBron, I'm going to start with you. How does it make you feel to have a game like this with your best friend?
Like I've been saying all week, it's bittersweet, man. Every possession, you was just like the next one is getting closer and closer to the last one. So a lot of emotions going on right now for me, just knowing I'm losing a brother in this game that I've had so many wars with, so many wars on each other together and separate. So there's no better way than to end in the Staples Center, man. And this is my guy, man. This is my guy.
D-Wade, we talked about it this morning. Last night you had a glass of wine about this game, how big it's going to be as competitors. How do you feel now?
Yeah, it's tough. You know, this is what you play for. Playing against one of the greatest players ever. You know, whether we was teammates, or whether we was opponents, we brought the best out of each other. And I'm just thankful that I had the opportunity to be able to be drafted at the same time as this guy. And the friendship that we have, you guys know that's beyond basketball. But I'm going to miss this, you know? Like, I'm going to miss out of this, man.
You've been there before, so I'm going to come back to you with this one. What he's done for L.A. and getting the excitement back, you know what he did for you guys in Miami. What can he do to get this team back to where he wants to go?
He can do anything he wants. He's shown that. He's proven that. You know, not only is one of the greatest players, one of the greatest people. You know, what he's done on and off the court, second to none. No one has been able to accomplish what he's been able to accomplish. He's taken advantage of his opportunities from day one. And I have no doubt that this team will be in the finals at some point. This guy can play for as long as he wants. And I'll be here to see it.
And LeBron, now about the ball game, you always strive for greatness. I saw you about a month or so ago. You were still developing this team. Now, how do you feel this team can go? That you may be one game out of the second or one spot there in the Western Conference now.
Well, I mean, it's not about the seeding right now. It's about how we can get better every day. We've gotten better since the start of the season. I've stated in the beginning, every week and every month we want to continue to get better, and we've done that D3. So, you know, we want to try to continue that. But, you know, the hell with us right now, man. He's one of the greatest players that ever played this game, and just as a privilege he is to enter the league with me, it's beyond mutual. So we're gonna miss Flash, man. You know, we're gonna miss him in this league, that's for sure.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. LeBron, you helped us with us last year. Hold him up. Hold him up. And D-Wade, you get 2 shirts in one day. Hey, come on, man. You know what time it is.
Hey, man.
Players only, baby.
Only, hey, true players right here, though.
True players only?
True players only.
There it is. There it is, guys. LeBron and D-Wade, the last dance. True players only. Back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, I guess we changed the name of the show because I'm a true one, too.
And you know that.
We got to change it. No, guys, but when you look at this, LeBron wins the lifetime battle, 16-15. They both were tied. Dwayne Wade, the season high, 10 assists. It brought the best out of him. Zeke, when you guys played in this league from the 80s on and kind of set the stage for the day, it seemed like it was a 2 guards league. It was the most athletic position. They were the influencers then, kind of like the point guard today. Historically, in your context of understanding the game, not that you have to rate him, but how would you speak about Dwayne Wade to maybe those that have never seen him play?
I would put him right up there with Kobe and also Jordan in terms of game changers, in terms of, you know, he's one of the players that kids wanted to grow up to be like, imitate his move. We heard Jaylen Brown earlier talk about how he would pretend to be Dwayne Wade in the driveway, you know, with his Dwayne Wade move, his step back pull through, and they would work on that. I mean, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan at that position, those are kind of like the standards of this generation. Now you can go back to Jerry West and everything else, but when you're talking about generational players, okay, Dwayne Wade was a generational player, along with Kobe, along with Mike, who set the standards for their generation.
Okay, Mac, you played through injury, and we were talking during the break, and you said the only thing you regret is that When your foot was broken, it was one rebound you left out there with the broken foot. When you look at D-Wade, to me, he seems that same type of player. We saw him leave it on the court. We saw him fight through picks, play defense, the second shot blocker ever when it comes to guards, and just how hard he played. I know you must have an affinity or an affection for just a guy like him being tough-minded on the court.
Oh, he hit the floor all the time. I remember watching him early in his career thinking, this guy's going to have a 5-year career, man. He's just eating the floor every play. Yeah. And then he developed that little floater. But when he first got in, he had a post game and a drive game. He didn't have that float game. He didn't, he would post you up and go to work. Had a little jump hook down there. Actually, he always reminded me of a big guy. I said he's like a 6'4" big guy. Yeah. But he blocked shots, he rebounded, he played so hard, and then he took his game to just separate levels. I remember when they won that first championship, he was going the line just steady. They couldn't stay in front of him. Just kept getting contact on every single play, and just was wonderful to watch him just grow. And to be a guy that when he left Marquette, you told me that he would have 22,000 points in his career, I would have said no way. Yeah. No jump shot. There's no way that guy will be a scorer. He turned himself into a great pro.
Yeah, turned himself into a great pro, and then he left as a great winner.